You dick!
You like to suck big dicks?
You are such a dick.
You're a dick.
Brenda?
Dick. You're a dick.
You're a dick.
Leave him alone, Rand.
You sure look like a dick to me.
Rick Scott.
Hey, I was right. He was the governor of Florida.
Okay.
But he's not totally irrelevant because he is now a senator in Florida.
And the White House is like, oh,
and
God.
you are...
Where is it? I didn't have it. See, I thought I had it, but no, go ahead.
See, we're late because with this story, I was thinking that Rick Scott was irrelevant because he was no longer the governor of Florida.
Right. And so I didn't.
Arguably, a governor is more important than a senator, right?
I don't know.
I guess a governor is executive, whereas a senator is legislative. So I guess it depends on where you.
Anyway, the White House said,
Well, all I gotta say is no phone. Who's there?
It only took me 20 minutes to find.
So now Senator Rick Scott got his bald little panties in a bunch because I guess there's some human rights violations happening in Cuba, a country that we don't do business with them. We don't really have anything to say about what they're doing or not doing. But he chose this to channel his outrage because, the problem with the virus isn't bad enough in his state.
He's furious because President Biden hung up on him.
So he called the White House to report a human rights violation with a prisoner in Cuba.
Okay.
And he called, it says, Rick Scott is furious because President Joe Biden's White House hung up on him when he demanded action on a Cuban human rights activist arrested in Cuba.
Okay.
While the United States has no power to control the Cuban legal system, Fox News reported that Scott took to Twitter to call the hang-up weakness in its shameful cowardice.
What did he say there?
Okay, the White House just hung up on me when I tried to call someone about the horrific abuse at Daniel Ferrer is experiencing as a prisoner of the illegitimate communist Cuban regime.
All right. Scott didn't clarify if he wanted the United States CIA to stage a rescue operation, because that's what you could do. That reminds me of that. Who's that chick? Sidney Powell called up the CIA to tell them that the head of the CIA was injured in Germany because she was trying to get some server.
Oh, right. She had it in her purse. She had a server in her purse? So, yeah. Now that's some slick German technology.
So
server that you can.
This guy should know this is the case. He should know that they're like, we can't really do anything.
Yeah, he chose to go to Cuba, and
we let him.
A spokesman for Scott confirmed to Fox News that the senator made the call asking to speak to Biden on Wednesday, his second call this week to the White House about Ferrer's detainment and torture by the communist Cuban government.
They're not giving him
the mint on his pillow.
His gluten-free diet.
Yeah, and the thread count was subpar on the sheets. The spokesperson told Fox News that the senator's initial call was met with a voicemail request, and his most recent call ended in a one-way disconnection.
I mean,
maybe Rick Scott just doesn't know how to use the phone system.
These are famous last words.
Yeah.
In other news, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Texts begging him to stop riot completely. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Well, that's one of the dicks.
So that's a whiny dick. And if you've seen Rick Scott lately, he looks like a dick with ears.
He would call him a thumb or something.
Yeah.
The next honorable dickhead mentioned.
Nick.
Yep, that's right. One of the G unit.
He looks like he's opening his mouth to make an offer to Donald Trump.
Paul Gosar, another Republican's trounced for celebrating local funding after calling it democratic socialism.
So Paul Gosar, who is one of the lesser members of the G unit.
The latecomer, let's say.
a G unit come lately. He's taking some heat because he, along with several other Republican lawmakers, are attempting as I guess
As one
Hail
does.
Marys to try and get reelected. They're trying to take credit for the COVID funding that they received from the federal government. And once upon a time, in fact, not so very long ago, they referred to such funding as communist and voted against such distributions. But now they're taking credit for it in classic hypocritical fashion.
Yep. It's just like, hey, we did it too.
Like, hey, we were there. We were there. We bore witness to other people voting
The thing
yes
is
on
that-
this while we voted no on it. So give us credit. CNN host Brianna Kyler recalled group projects in school where some do all the work and someone who doesn't do anything takes all of the credit. That's what she thinks Rep. Paul Gosar, Republican of Arizona, and other Republicans are doing now that the funding from the COVID-19 relief bill is being distributed to the states.
All right.
In a CNN segment, John Avlon recalled that no Republicans voted for the American Rescue Plan, the bill Joe Biden and Democrats passed in the early days of 2021. Those funds paid for significant investments in a local airport. I'm pleased to announce that the city of Kingman will receive this critical funding for economic relief related to operational costs for cleaning and sanitizing the Kingman airport from my
Is that Kingman,
disgusting,
Arizona?
yes, from my disgusting hypocrisy to combat the spread of more of my hypocrisy. This funding is essential to maintaining safe and reliable lip service to the community, said Rep. Gosar in a
Kingman,
release
is Kingman-
Tuesday. Yeah, Kingman is like in southern.
I know. We drive through there. usually.
Yeah, you'll probably drive through there if you're going to Flagstaff.
I'll just slap a sticker there.
There you
I
go.
guess, yeah.
Make sure there's a QR code on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so way to go, fucking Paul Gosar.
Yep, way to take all the credit for something that you not only didn't contribute to, but voted against.
Yeah.
The phrase continued support is curious, as Avalon explained. Gosar not only voted against it, but he also called the plan a Trojan horse for socialism.
Yeah, they don't mind taking it. Well, they're just like, fine, I guess we'll take it.
Well, this is just another example of these Republicans relying on their constituents to be stupid. To not
Well, they're
connect
just
the
like,
dots.
hey, well, they forced it on us, you see. We fought against all this money.
But he's not even admitting that. He's not saying, well, you know, I voted against it, but now I'm starting to see the benefits, so I'm kind of having a change of heart
I don't
about
know if
this.
he
But
really is. There's no way.
there's no
The
way
dude is
what?
a soulless monster. Gosar?
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck about you.
Well, no, he doesn't give a fuck about you. But if he wanted to pretend to give a fuck about you, he could
This is a
say,
good way to do
well,
it.
hey, you know what? I've had a change of heart, and look at how it's benefiting this airport. And maybe next time
Look what I did.
won't be such a dick.
Look what I did.
Yeah, now he's just saying, look what I did. Look at how great I am. Vote for me.
They all do it. They just say it until when it goes through anyway. They're just like, yeah, you know, I can see the good side of it. But
He's not even saying I can see the good side of it. He's saying, look what I did. Give me credit for what I did. Vote for me
no,
because
I'm
now
saying
you have
it's
more
one
money.
thing if you're like, if you come around and you're like, well, I can see the good it's doing. But
Yeah.
he
Exactly. That's precisely my point. He's
Avalon name checked the Wicker Man from Mississippi, right?
Avalon name checked Senator Roger Wicker.
That sounds like an evil villain's name.
Yeah. Did you see the movie, the original Wicker Man?
No.
Oh, we should watch
I
that
did not see
sometime.
No, I just saw the bees thing, and then that's about it. With Nicolas Cage.
Okay, you need to see the original.
I didn't see the new one either. I just remember that was like a meme, but not the bees. It was like a meme anyway that I saw once upon a time.
Okay.
Get out of
Well,
it.
you have to actually see a film, not just a
Not
meme.
the bees.
When he celebrated the American Rescue Plan's targeted relief for restaurants on March 10th after he voted against the bill, Rep. Nicole Maliotakis.
You know, in his defense, he was probably like, "Why do we need to why do we need to relieve the restaurants? Let's just let them stay open. Fuck masks. I think that was probably his original response. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Probably, yeah.
So-
And Nicole Maliotakis, is that how you say that, you think?
Close enough.
She's a Republican from New York, also celebrated
Sounds
one of
Greek to
her
me. It's all Greek to me.
one of her achievements just weeks after voting against the American Rescue Plan. She claimed she prided herself on bringing federal funding to the district and back into the pockets of taxpayers.
Except she said it like this: bringing federal funding to the district and back into the pockets of the taxpayers. See, even rich people call us the taxpayers.
Well, she's calling us, she's playing nice now because she wants to get
I'm
reelected.
bringing you funding back in. It's putting money back in the pockets of taxpayers. It's like, yeah, us, not you. You guys are wealthy.
You get money
If
put
you're
back in
wealthy.
your pocket all the time.
Yeah.
Every time tax time rolls around, you get a payout because you
But
have
it's funny
your
that they
lovely
call-
little
they-
loopholes.
that's how they refer to us. We're the taxpayers, right? As if they're not taxpayers. Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You ever
Yeah,
thought
I
about
guess.
that?
Yeah. Well,
They
yeah,
put a
so they're
label on us
admitting
and
they're
we put,
not
"We're," and
taxpayers.
then we claim that. Yeah, we're the taxpayers. We're the taxpayers. It's like, yeah,
we're the deadbeats.
they labeled us that.
When
and
it
then
comes
we
to
claimed
voting
it.
for bills like this, we're the deadbeats. But then when it's time to get reelected and the money is clearly doing good, then we're taxpayers.
Yes, you don't want to be a taxpayer, get rich.
How about you get the fuck out?
Yeah.
Okay, and here we go. GOP reps Madison Cawthorn.
Oh, dun, 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 dun. All stand, all rise.
All right, oops.
Oh, representative from North Carolina.
Get up, Madison. Come
One
on.
dick is a weak extraordinaire. Says he doesn't want to pick up arms.
He doesn't stand for the national
He
anthem.
doesn't.
He's not a patriot.
Right.
And Alex Mooney
Yep.
of West Virginia did the same thing, as MSNBC's Rachel Maddow reported in early May. They promoted funds for the community health centers in their districts that came from the American Rescue Plan, which they both voted against.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said during a March briefing, "It's typical that they will vote no and take the dough." Oh, that's clever.
Oh, Miss Nancy.
Chuck and Nancy.
She's from Romper Room. Miss Nancy.
Was there a Miss Nancy? There was a
I think-
Miss Mary Ann. I remember Miss Mary Ann.
Well, you are from the Stone Age.
That's true. I was from the original.
Back when Romper Room was live acted.
in my
You could
little
only see it in a
on my little cardboard cutout TV.
puppet.
Miss Mary Ann was right on the other side talking to me.
So Miss Nancy. Anyway, I digress. Miss Nancy Pelosi is right on the money. I mean, but of course. I wonder how long she's been saying that or waiting to say that. I don't know.
She's
Anyway,
had
I got
ample
nothing else to say.
opportunity. It's kind of sad if she just now came up with that.
So there's a handful of dicks right there for you. We'll have to look up Alex Mooney.
A fistful of honorable mention dicks for you there. And this is your, once again, reminder to vote for Dick of the Year,
By the way, Tucker Carlson is,
front runner.
oh God, after what he said about the January 6th thing.
Oh,
And now they're all just coming unhinged, like, or unglued. They're just like, the Hannity is like, how dare they like go into our private text or something like that. It's like, dude, once you texted it to Mark Meadows, that shit became his property.
well, isn't it public record if you send a text to a public official? Then
I don't know.
it
I mean,
should be.
might
if
have been
that's
his,
not
it
the
seemed like it
case.
would have been his private phone that they would have been calling.
I don't
Hey,
know. Do you have
But they're freaking out. Hannity's like, how dare they do that? Even though he's like totally called for.
Wait a minute. He keeps a private phone. I wonder
I'm
how
sure
much.
he does.
I wonder how much national security information is on that private phone.
None,
I want
darling.
an investigation.
But whatever,
into
they
that.
had his main line.
Right.
They had a main line to Mark Meadows, but it doesn't matter. If you send me a text it's not private
Right.
anymore.
There's
I
no
I
guarantee.
own it now.
Hmm.
Like, all I have to do is show it to somebody else, and now there it is.
And then Congress can issue subpoenas.
Or write it in a book.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
All right, you guys. This segment, Dig of the Week, is brought to you by dailyapparelstore.com. That's Grayson Babcock. Check him out. He gets all our swag, makes all our swag. The t-shirts are really good quality. They don't like fall apart.
And it's absolutely nothing personal that he's our sponsor for Dick of the Week.
Yeah. Or they just daily Dick of the Week.com. That would take you to a whole nother website. Yeah, check him out. Grayson Babcock is a good kid. If you guys want any of our stickers or t-shirt, just check us out at nothingyetgroup@gmail.com.
Or just ask in the comments.
Yeah, if you get a chance.
And we've got Matt Gaetz, Governor Greg Abbott, Tucker Tarleson, Ted Cruz, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Those are our Dick of the Year nominees. Send in your votes, and we will do the ceremony at the first of the year.
Yep, and don't forget to like and share, subscribe. Talk to you guys in a little bit. This is Nothing Yet Live.